Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Best Buds Podcast, Season 2, Episode 12. Couple days late. We've been all over the place, man. Oh, there we go. Almost had the lights cut off on me. I'm in Detroit currently.
We're making it work.
Making it work, I'm in Detroit seeing the Lions-Vikings Sunday night football game. Maybe potentially one of the greatest NFL regular season games of all time. My dad and I go to a different NFL stadium every year, so it's just. I think this is stadium 16 or 17, so it's
really cool.
Pretty cool.
Wow.
But
Impressive.
Very, very.
Yeah, but we've been all over the place. Finally got it together. Gonna have an episode coming here out tomorrow for you guys. Talk a little bit about the new year and yeah. We just all kind of dispersed from the Pines again. Another good hometown sesh, I'd say.
Yeah, good hometown sesh. And we came to Raleigh for New Year's.
It was a great New Year's. It was a great New Year's.
Little Raleigh cameo.
Raleigh has not disappointed for New Year's.
Honestly,
especially this year. This year was lit. Way
this
better
is
than
probably the
last year.
best New Year's I've had in a while.
That was lit. Very lit.
Before we get too much into it, let's get the songs of the week out of the way. Then we can go a little bit more into that night and kind of just a quick little New Year's episode for you guys. I'll start it off. My sister and Bodie, I guess, actually kind of have been putting me on some Tupac. And I'm gonna go "How Do You Want It" by Tupac, featuring KC and JoJo. Just a good get you moving your head and your hips a little bit, but.
All right, I got one. A little bit of reggae, young artist, pretty new.
Okay.
It's called W by Original Coffee, and it's featuring Gunna. Very fire. Very fire.
Yeah, you played it a couple of times.
You've heard it a lot.
Pretty good beat. I think, yeah, Gunna's verse carries for sure. But you said the guy was like, what, 16 or something? Right?
Yeah, he's young. 16, 15. I don't know. I could search it up real quick.
Dang.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Let me see.
What you got for us, Lord?
All right, I got a little nice song here. Nothing too crazy. This song is by Common. It's called "They Say." It's like a Chicago rap song from like 2009. Got John Legend on the hook. Really smooth. Kanye West feature as well. So definitely go check that out. That album in general is honestly pretty good. It's like the Yellow Common album.
I feel like I've seen that album.
I want to say Common is from Chicago. Obviously, Kanye is.
I believe he is.
So,
all right, so new info just dropped on Original Coffee.
Chicago.
Sorry, Jasper. It's actually a girl. Didn't know that.
Yeah, just cut me off, bro. Like, hold on. Okay, it's actually a girl?
Why it was urgent. I thought it was a boy the whole time.
No,
that's
that's
24-year-old woman. It's a 24-year-old. Shout out to Original Coffee. Great music. Fire music.
You thought does she sound like a man? What's going on?
It just sounds like a young boy.
She's just got a soft, like angelic
music.
voice. Okay.
Can we see her picture by chance?
Yeah.
Just for curiosity.
Oh my gosh.
I'm lagging a bit on this end.
Man, this is fucked up. This isn't right.
We don't have to comment on
okay.
It was just for personal. I'll look it up on my own, actually.
I just put it on the screen.
He just put it on.
I just put it on
I
the screen.
can't see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, the Tiny Desk put me on.
They did a Tiny Desk concert?
They did a Tiny Desk. You know, it's funny. I was actually watching another music video where it It was like a recording studio video with her, and I was like, man, I feel like those some tight jeans.
So you're telling me, bro, you saw this person.
I'm sitting here like, man, this little kid's fire, yo, bro.
Hey,
He's got
this dude
potential.
is tough.
He's
This
got
dude is
potential. I always was wondering though. I was looking real close, like, is this a girl? Like, I can't. Don't cancel me. Just don't cancel me.
She's just a stud. She's just a
You're
stud, guys.
safe.
Don't
You're
worry.
safe. You're safe. You're safe. Whew. Okay. Let's get back to New Year's. Riley, great time. I think for me, it was when I got handed that free bottle of well, not free, the complimentary bottle of champagne in bottle form. You know, it's not like they poured it into anything.
Yeah.
You just walking around holding a bottle of champagne at a bar. Different feeling right there. I was
The masquerade mask was also plus or because not everyone had one.
never got one of those.
Oh, they had so many of them.
They must
Bro,
have.
yeah, what?
I don't know. But the champagne bottle was tough. And yeah, just a great time. It was good music there. I mean, we were just all over the place. It was fun.
We had a good group. Yeah, we had a good group.
That's one of the first times we went to a bar and we had like a group, and the group didn't stay together at all.
Yeah, just not awkwardly standing together. And, you know,
The
we're
group was
actually
all over
all
the place.
socializing, and it was fun. It was really fun.
Everyone was dispersed like in little groups, which was awesome. Like being able to like go walk up to different people.
Jasper and I think we were talking about this earlier today. How we would just like have to go to the bathroom or something, leave, walk out the bathroom, and we're like, oh, there's Jamon there. I see Zion over there. That Will is way over there. And we're just like, oh my, like.
I had to take a couple solo laps. I was acting up. I ain't gonna lie.
Keeping it real.
Respectfully.
But yeah, rang the New Year's in. For me personally, I like New Year's, but I've never been like New Year, new me. Like this is the time to change. I change whenever I want, sort of thing. But I get the motivation, and sometimes people need that new day, that new year to get things going. So I like it in that sense.
Yeah, I also feel.
But
like
I think it's.
I also feel like it's a collective, like conscious shift, where everyone is like, okay, there's something new starting, and it's just something that you feel as a collective being a human. You know what I'm saying? Since everyone puts so much.
Yeah, you see other people doing stuff, so you're like, oh, I got to start something new. Let me, yeah.
'Cause I'm the same way as you though. Like if I want to start something new, I start it when it needs to be started. I don't wait for the new year. But I feel like
yeah. To me, like, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not.
Yeah,
we can hear you, brother. You look good on our end, man. You look good on our end.
Okay. Well, I think what you just spoke on, like the collective consciousness, to me, that's the only, like, not good thing about having a New Year's resolution, but like, I just don't really think New Year's resolutions are like, it's almost like an excuse to like wait
to put it off the end of the year.
Which,
for sure.
yeah, and it's like
I can see where you're going though with it being a good thing. All right, because that's what you said at the beginning.
Like
right?
I think it's good. Like people are trying to better themselves, and I think that's like a thing. You know, as you stay on the earth, you have to continue to level up as you go throughout life, or that should be the goal at least. So, you know, new year, new goals, new aspirations is good, but like at the same time, it's like if you really want it, just do it today.
I think it's a good initial stepping stone for people. You know what I mean? Like that don't have that motivation or whatever it is within them to make them do things. Start out on New Year's doing things, and then throughout the year, use that same motivation that you had on New Year's to start. If you realize you want to start working out or lose weight or whatever you want to do, whenever you do it, you've done it on New Year's now, so you know that you can do it at any time, really, regardless of you know.
I was gonna say too, like being aware that it is a collective consciousness, like jumping on that wave, even though it's not really your thing, you can still use that to also because now like if you're on the wave with everyone else, now you're getting their energy too. So like setting intentions for the new year, if you use it properly, jumping on that wave with everyone else,
It's
because now you're getting energy from
it's
the
definitely
collectiveness.
for sure, bro. It's definitely a good thing, like all around. But I think if you want to be, a top G, a
Right.
real G,
It's a full
it's
circle.
not. It's a circle, bro.
Always.
Yeah.
But in the sense, like you said, the
It's
collective part,
yeah, it's a
you
balance.
you you go ahead and say you're not smoking for a year, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna drink beer for a year. You know, I mean, there's
Right. It was that
you
collective
kind of
consciousness, knowing that if
yeah.
someone else
So
is putting that energy out, you can ride that energy as well.
exactly, like Jab said, it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is in
No,
our world.
I don't want to
So
shit on New Year's resolutions at all. I'm just saying, like, me personally, I don't really believe in them, but I think they're good.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Same mindset for
Let's
sure.
Yeah.
let's talk about me not smoking for a year too, cause
You talk about it, man, because
your boy's
that's a
finally
big feat.
back, and I was telling Joshua this earlier. I think what I've noticed so far already is like I've found it's almost like a high sensation when I wasn't smoking. Just being so content and so happy with like what I had going on without needing the weed or the alcohol or anything. That taking that whole year off pushed me towards finding that without actually needing, it's like finding it within myself. And so like I actually enjoyed the other day. I tried to smoke and then was working, and it was not as it was nice, but I found it more nice just working because I had already found that happiness within myself. I didn't need that to make me
Hmm.
happy. So that was one of my early takeaways from that, and I'm
And
very
that's
pleased with
probably
that.
yeah, that's probably a takeaway that you didn't expect to have. You know, I mean, going in, you maybe expected a few other things to come up along the way, but you didn't really figure that out until you got to the end. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Until you finished it,
it
and
was
then
it was really
it kind of all
nice
hit.
because smoking again showed me that I had found it, and I feel like since I found it, I don't want to get back into that smoking before I do everything because then I feel like I'm gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just more disciplined, and when I'm choosing to do it, uh, and when I'm choosing to just be happy with myself.
Hey, man, that's what really matters. That should be the reason people do New Year's resolutions. You know what I mean? To figure stuff out about themselves, to push themselves, and to kind of push their limits, see what they can do, see what they can't do. So yeah, huge props to you, bro. Regardless of what it is, giving up anything for 365 days is not easy. So that's mightily impressive. And continue along. Is there anything we're giving up this year? Any of us?
Anything I'm giving up?
Or any New Year, new me? Like are we doing
I
anything?
definitely have New Year. I have intentions that I want to set that I've already set for this new
I like that
year.
word too. I like that word more than
Yeah.
resolutions.
So one of them for me is real estate.
Yep.
I want to make sales. I want to make myself more uncomfortable so that I'm comfortable with the uncomfortable. So I can make what is uncomfortable to me comfortable with real estate because it's all new to me. So it's uncomfortable right now, but hopefully my intention is by the end of the year, I'm comfortable with it and I can proudly say that I'm a real estate agent and like actually be a real estate agent. Another one of my intentions is to read more. I've already been doing way more than ever. But I feel like the timing is always right. Because I didn't really read much whenever I was a kid. But you putting me on this book right here was like,
Dude, it's great, isn't it?
oh
It's
my god.
oh, dude.
But it
Yeah.
also made me
That
realize
that's a
like
great.
how
Yeah.
good the timing was for me to read, because I didn't really read much until I had already kind of had applied some of these concepts, and one of those is like not having such a domesticated mind. So now whenever I'm reading, reading this book made me realize be able to put what I am to word. But that's how I was whenever I started reading. I just didn't have a mind that was telling me what's right and wrong. I kind of just read. I read the information and I feel it rather than trying to judge it. So that's another reason why I want to start reading a little more, and rereading stuff that I've already read.
I'll hop onto
Reading,
that, dude. Reading is
is
one of
good.
mine for sure. I would like to read a lot
Same
more this
here.
year than I have.
I
I think
noticed that
continuing. Go ahead, sorry.
when I'm reading like regularly or like I have a book that I'm reading, my communication with other people just gets better. And honestly, my thoughts are a little bit clearer too. So it's a great practice.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I was just gonna say, for me, I'm gonna kind of take it as since I'm done with school now, a way to keep learning about things that I'm passionate about or interested in. And definitely, it helps my communication skills. I find myself stuttering or stumbling over my words a lot less when I'm, um, pushing myself to read and learn more. But
I got something we can talk
you got any?
about.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Do we want to touch Jasper? Do you have any
yeah, I was gonna say you guys have.
intentions or?
Yeah, let's hear some
I'll
intentions.
finish up.
Um,
For me, reading is a big one, and then I would say just continuing to focus on physical and mental health, and just trying different recovery tactics, trying different workouts,
Experimenting on
seeing
yourself.
what works best for my body physically and mentally.
That's really cool.
I think as I continue to age in this world, I just realize more and more how that is one of the most important, if not the most important thing in life, because your body and mind is your life.
You cannot
So.
master anything until you have mastered yourself. And I will say that I've
yeah,
been experimenting with myself for so long now. Like I'm happy to hear you say that and the way that you said it, because like that's truly how you're gonna get to know yourself. Like you can't just think that you like something and then try that and stick with it. Like you have to just try everything and see how your body reacts to it, how your mind reacts to it, and see how you can make those two reactions work together to to find the most proficient self, to master yourself.
Hmm.
So that's really cool. That's cool that you said that.
Yeah, I'd say those are my couple focuses for the new year.
real. Um, yeah, mine. I mean, I like what you said right there. I'm taking notes on that one for sure because I kind of do the same thing, but not necessarily like super intentionally. You know.
Hmm.
So
I feel
definitely,
like
I
your
will
career
add that to
allows
mine
you to
too.
do it.
Yeah, I feel like my mind's already automatically kind of thinking like that. Not necessarily for like
Hmm.
my body, but just in general, like for a general whatever. But for me, definitely my main focus this year is to like I really want to find some more things that like excite me, like make me happy. Uh, Once I stopped playing soccer competitively, it's been like a low key a void with that, like something I enjoy.
The
Um,
competition, yeah.
I don't know, yeah, just like anything, like a hobby. I feel like I have a lot of like creative energy. I just don't really know where to put it yet.
Hmm.
But then with career stuff, like I really would just want to become a more like mature kind of professional in a way. Like with being a PT, you kind of have to develop your own little style, but then also like fit into the like. There's certain things that you have to do, certain ways
Yeah,
that
you
you
got to
have to
make sure you're
be.
still following the book to a degree. Yeah.
Exactly. So I kind of want to start to develop like my own style of like interacting with patients and stuff like that, and try to like just dive into that deeper and figure out what I want to do with that. But
Hmm.
yeah,
That's cool. I
I
would
haven't.
say, because I feel you on like because whenever I finished basketball, I was like the same way. Like I needed to do something and something creative that I was passionate about. And the thing about passion is like, passion kind of comes in spurts, you know. Like
Hmm.
it comes and hits you and then it's gone. And people confuse that with like they think that they need to be passionate about something to do it all the time. Like for me, you got to blend passion and like discipline. Like if you want to do something, like if you feel that passion, like for me, whenever I quit basketball, my passion, like I felt a sudden passion of skateboarding. That wasn't really what I wanted to do forever, because there would be some days where it was like I don't really care for doing this, but I would still have the discipline to go out and be like, let me push myself and see if I can actually get good at this. And then that kind of it creates a nice blend to where you can continue to do something where you get and now whenever you get the spurts of passion, it feels even better because you've been working at it whenever you don't feel passionate about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
That kind of happened
Yeah,
with
that
me.
makes a lot of sense.
That happened with me with the guitar too. Like literally the night whenever you and Jamon were here, I was feeling super passionate about it after we watched that Jamie Foxx special, which is amazing. So I picked up the guitar and started playing it, and it felt great. But literally the night before that, I was so frustrated playing the guitar because I was playing so terribly. So, but I felt good the next day because the passion and the discipline mixed, and it produced something that was beautiful in the moment.
Right.
So like I would just try like anything honestly, and something that you can realistically be passionate and disciplined about. Like that could be gardening, that could be painting, could be making beats, it could be like
I was about to
reading
say
more.
you already are experimenting. You're already experimenting.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things, but then the thing that's gonna like actually help you develop greater in that certain thing
Fields or whatever,
is the discipline as well. And it doesn't need to be like exhausting amount of discipline, just enough to keep
it a
going.
passion.
Yeah,
I feel like it also helps separate passions and hobbies. You know, hobbies to me are some things that you can just do somewhat mindlessly whenever, but a passion is, like you're saying, something you're discipline you're making yourself do however often you want to do it. But yeah, I think those are all good intentions, good little bits for us to focus on. You know, as the years turn to 2025, which is crazy to think about on its own, fellas. It's
yeah. I feel
crazy to
old
think
reading.
about.
I'm like reading these books. Like I love reading. I'm like, damn, I'm getting old. like what? Little kid Zion would be flaming me. Like I would want to be like playing with Nerf guns or something. And I'm incredibly content reading a book on the chair, just chilling. But it's
Dude,
just
life
different.
is crazy. Life is crazy. Yeah. What do
All
you
right,
got for us to finish this up? Yeah.
I was gonna say I got one more thing that we can finish up with, and let's just talk about how who you are seeing has changed over the years. Like your friend groups are changing, the dynamic of the friend groups are changing, things in your family are changing, and just people, and just like kind of be grateful for what you have now and be grateful for the changes because the changes are supposed to happen. That's how you grow as a person. And I'll start off by saying that we've had a very solid group for a while.
We talked about this a little bit over break, which was a cool conversation. I think us three have had this conversation as far as how the heck have we stayed such close friends for this long, but to kind of bring some of the other boys and people into that conversation and let them and see them have that realization of, damn, we've been best friends for like almost a decade, you know? And that's something that is very rare nowadays, especially for kids that meet in middle school, high school, whatever it is.
Yeah, and it's good to talk about it. And it's good to just it's something that I just wanted to be grateful for. I want to take time to be grateful for, and like I said, not only being grateful for like who stuck around, but also for the people that aren't around as much, but had helped you learn, something about yourself or something about the world. But yeah, things definitely change over the years. For us, really, I feel like it's just been location has been changing. Everything else has been pretty much like we've held it together somehow. Like whenever y'all were all here, it was for New Year's. It was giving Big 14 vibes all over again.
Dude, oh my gosh,
like
yeah,
how we would have it at Big 14. But now we
it's
have
the
like
dancing,
we got
the
actual
partying.
like the pregame.
Yeah, the pregame
felt like Big 14. But now we have access to like downtown, and we can actually just go meet new random people now. So it's lit, and we're all adults.
I think the other cool part is how it's evolved to like we went out to the bar, and since we've all relocated over time, like we see Roman, like one of Jasper's boys, who was one of Jasper's best friends from college, that has become one of our friends just through our friendship. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that I'm grateful of is just kind of like you said, the people that we might not see a lot, but are there and have affected and been part of good moments and good times in our lives, that there's just something, like you said, to just be grateful of and appreciate how it's helped kind of form ourselves into who we are.
You want to close this up, Jipple?
Sure. You know, I think that's a great thing to be grateful for. And I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, dang, I'm a lot more picky now, with my friends than I used to be, because I have such great friends in massive quantities. So that's been really nice. Definitely a blessing. I think the other thing that I'm like sitting here thinking of when you guys are talking about that, my dad has this one saying. He always says, "Cream rises to the top." And now you can apply that to a lot of different things. I usually try to apply it. I used to try to apply it when I was thinking about, practice or like
Did you say
sports
cream?
teams.
Cream rises to the top.
Like how if you're the cream of the crop, you're gonna find your way there no matter
You'll get there
how
eventually.
long it takes.
Okay.
You know, and so and another way to apply it is like the truth will always come out. The cream will always rise to the top. The truth will always find its way to the top. But yeah, so I think it kind of just speaks to like how long we've just been staying consistent, doing our thing, and being good people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and at the end of the day, we're still here on top. All of us with our great group of friends and great supporting cast around us.
I also think it's really what really helps us, which I've heard this from the internet, so I'm not even gonna quote it. But like taking interest in your friends' interests, like that helps you grow. Like us playing soccer, or us making these videos, or you guys coming to my little boxing seminar, like that helps us grow as a friendship, and it also helps us grow as individuals. Because people are so much more capable than what school leads you to believe. Like we all have infinite amounts of potential to we can do whatever we set our mind to. And school kind of leads you to believe that you can only pick one career path. But, it's good. It's a good and a bad thing. It's a balance like all things. But I think, indulging in your friends' interests kind of helps you realize, oh crap, like I could actually be good at what my friends are doing too. So.
Yeah.
100%.
The more you pour into relationships, the better they'll get, and that's part of that, supporting each other and trying new stuff together and stuff like that.
Couldn't have said it better myself, boys. That's a great place to wrap it up for the first episode of 2025, man. Let's
W episode.
Let's keep this going. We actually have big things coming soon. We filmed a boxing video. We've done some reactions. It's just I've been all over the place. I'm gonna get editing when I get back. It'll be a good time. But we appreciate y'all's support as always.
Drop a like and leave a comment.
And we'll see you guys next week. Appreciate you. Doses.
Hey! What?